Okay, ad break starting. We'll clear out the pre-rolls early. And if you want to skip this preamble in the video on demand, either on Twitch or YouTube, jump ahead 3 minutes. That'll cover it for you. If you're going to stick around for it because you don't mind that, good morning. Welcome back to the stream. We're playing MYST again. We had a crash yesterday about like 20 seconds to a minute before I stopped playing. I didn't realize what was going on. I'll go into that in a little more detail once the ad break is done. But for now, if you are enjoying the content and you'd like to support or just come watch live, please do. It's I stream at twitch.tv/HeroValios. There's a link to it in the bio on YouTube, as well as a link to my Discord, both on Twitch and YouTube. And it's a great place to come hang out. We're starting up a pretty good community at this point. We got a good number of really interesting and funny people. If you want to come make a suggestion about a game I should play, an emote or a channel point reward you want me to add, just hang out. Shitpost with memes, that sort of thing. You're more than welcome. We'd love to have you there. I'd love to have you there. And of course, since I do this for fun, just having your company would be more than appreciated while I stream. And Jacob's here already. Good morning, Jacob. Thank you for joining. I'm just waiting for the pre-roll ads to end another minute and 5 seconds before I start into gameplay. Hopefully the drop yesterday wasn't too abrupt. I was right in the middle of a book as I went through and reviewed that, which was kind of annoying. Anyway, how are you doing this morning, Jacob? If you're not too busy with work already. You made barbecue chicken mac and cheese with garlic breadcrumbs. That sounds so good. Holy crap. I gotta stop asking how you're doing. You always make me hungry with what you're making. How can you not be doing good with that on the plate? I think I've got plain white rice out in the kitchen ready to go. Also, I'm sorry, the neighbors upstairs decided to pick the worst time to start vacuuming, so if you're hearing background noise, I apologize. Side of fingerling potatoes that's been salt, brined, and smoked, or with smoked paprika. See, I love the sound of the smoked paprika. I'm not sure I've ever had potatoes that have been salt brined. You mean like pickled, basically? Or you just dip them in there to clean them? See, in my mind, salt brine is just for pickling things. Soak the potato in salt water for 30 minutes to an hour before baking. Interesting. I'll have to give that a try. You always have the best sounding recipes. In any case, the ads are over, so we're going to start the game up. In spite of the annoyance from upstairs. Man, that's hard to concentrate with. Oh, well. So, just before we left yesterday... yes, I was going to say. So, just before we left yesterday, what I realized was this map, I had been complaining because all of these symbols disappeared, and I thought about it. The only thing that had changed between seeing the symbols and not was flipping these marker switches. And sure enough, when I came out to try this one, the symbol disappeared and then reappeared. So that's nice. It means the line is back. Yes, yes. Specifically taking the pictures of everything that looked like it could be helpful. And the notes were for the tunnel puzzle. Yes, I warped into Selentic. I think that's what it was called. Yes, Selentic. And we got back from that. And today, we're going to work on this lighthouse, because I'm pretty sure that's what this map is for. Because at certain points... Yeah, that's what that picture that you saw on Discord was my hand-drawn map, as I had to figure everything out. If there was actually a puzzle, I'm not sure where the hints for it were. Otherwise, I just brute forced it by trial and error. Oh, right. So one thing... Oh. Then yeah, I just brute forced it. I found my way into that world by reading the book, and then I solved it the same way. Now, I thought there was... Look, we just gotta go with what Conop says. I am equal parts brilliant and dumbass. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. I got through it. I did. That's the best I can say, is I did get through it. It's not exactly like it's proper knowledge gates, right? Like, they gave me the clues to get into the ship, to get to that age, and then they didn't give me a way back from that age except by clearing it. So what was I supposed to do? Oh, wrong one. So I gotta go in here to open the bookshelf up. And then what I noticed yesterday as I was playing with this dial was occasionally there are these red lines. Oh, that's the one I'm missing. Okay. Or specifically, there's two red lines when it points towards certain objects. And that line corresponds with the facing of this tower up here. And when we went up into the tower, there were two golden sections that looked like a book and something else that I've forgotten. So I'm thinking these red lines might align with specific points to unlock those golden tablets. So that's what we're going to check out now. Because I think that might be a way into another age here. This one... Yeah, see, last time I came up here, this was facing a wall. I just don't know what the point of this is. Maybe it's on the other side? Because this one is the giant panel with the book. And this one with a key. Oh! 724. Okay. Hello, Vale. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining. It is indeed MYST and a blind playthrough. I was just told that I went through the, what did I call it? Sure thing. I have been doing pretty alright with the puzzles, but I went through the I've forgotten what the name of the age was. The Selentic Age? Out of order, apparently. Yeah, that one. I brute forced the tunnel puzzle by making a map. Which, if you want to see it, I did post it on the Discord yesterday. Apparently, I posted it early. That's all I can say. And to be fair, again, they didn't exactly give me a way back from that world once I got in. So, reverse challenge run. Oops. And then this one went red as well. See, that's the interesting thing. I knew the sounds played a role because the sounds were part of getting into that section as well. So on the map that I drew yesterday, I was taking notes of like, I got to a dead end here, it made this sort of sound. It was a thunk or a techno squirrel noise or whatever the case may be. What the hell? Yeah, I figured this out by accident too. I was just messing with the generators. Okay. Apparently I don't need this, but I'm taking it anyway. See this one? The messing with the generators to get into the ship? I was just playing with the voltages and I noticed that 60 was the threshold where they all disabled, reset them and tried for 59 and it opened. Who needs clues, huh? Oh yeah, if there's more in the series, I absolutely plan to. But for right now, the next sub-goal is the Case of the Golden Idol. If we can get 5 more subs, I'll pick that one up. And again, just before the Steam Summer Sale. Okay, but Jacob, you've seen me play Chroma Zero and this out of order now. I'm kind of unfortunately good with unfair puzzles. Wait, Uru is next? Because I thought Riven was the direct sequel. At least that's what it was touting. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to them eventually, because I do like these puzzle games, and you guys seem to like them too. They didn't want to make a third MYST game? Well, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, gotcha. See, my only real experience with MYST at all was I had seen it and tried to play it as a kid on my parents' computer in the old version, but I had no idea what the point of it was, so I just kept going back and forth between 3 screens, not knowing a thing. I had no concept of these deductive puzzle games. Okay, so that's fair. That's fair. So I just need to voice out my thoughts a little bit here. By all means, continue talking amongst yourself if you want. I understand how important it is to nerd out about things. But you mentioned that I did that world out of order. That's the last one you're supposed to do. And that the ages are supposed to move chronologically. Which means their puzzles should scale up in difficulty, I'm assuming. Which I think means Channelwood should be the first one as the oldest age. Unless the stone ship is the one? An extra age as well. Alright. Well, we'll get there eventually. So, I did find this constellation page, and I know it correlates to the sunken ship outside, because in the MYST 4 made by Ubisoft, ooh, I don't know if I want to get that one. I know the ship there correlates with that one, I think. And these symbols, when you turn on the lights, are the constellations for that age. So I had turned this one on because it was the easiest to try. The constellations seem to be... Sure, that'd be great. The constellations seem to be mapped to this, or at least I would assume so. Because the symbols here seem to line up with this grid. The problem is they're not like accurately mapped to the grid, so they're really hard to enter. There's also no indication so far about which one needs to be entered in which order. At least there wasn't inside that book. There's just this giant... Wait, hold on. Not you. Close that. There might be. Because there is this code book here with numbers on it. And the numbers might correspond to the number of stars inside that book. Like the number of stars in each constellation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it doesn't. Okay. 3, 6, 7. Because there's so many of these that have 7 stars in their constellations. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe, just as a thought, let's turn these off. And let's try the easy one, which is 4 stars over here. And let's take a picture of this. So my thought right now is either if I enter the combination for the total number of stars while one of those lights is lit up, something will change. There will be an indication. Or maybe that the number of large stars in each combination forms a code that I have to enter. And it's just the number of large stars is the panel code. And I'm not really sure which. So I have the eye switched on out there. And it's got 4 first. So that's what we're going to try. Which is... I'm assuming these ones are the solid ones. So let's do that. And then I think it was like this. Oh, I'm doing all right, thanks. After yesterday's frustration with the stream getting cut short, I went outside and enjoyed the sun for a little while, which was really nice. Haven't been able to do that for quite a bit. The eye infection is slowly but surely making its way out, which is nice. So all in all, doing pretty well. This one, that one. Thank you for asking. Oh, where is it? And then 2 and solid over there. Okay. So 2 and solid over here. I think that's right for 4. That looked right. But it didn't do anything. Okay. So there might be some sort of code to enter that thing. Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Because the oldest should be the channel book here, right? It's just this is the one that gives me the most information. Not that. This one. I have not. I don't tend to eat the skin of the chicken. Let's see. Well, I mean, the first clue that I got, maybe I should trace this down. So the very first clue that I got took me down here with this voice message. And the voice message. Oh yeah, absolutely, Jacob. Go ahead. I mean, it's linked in the bio and on the YouTube, but I mean, it's hard to post that anywhere else. So, by all means, if somebody wants a Discord invite, they are welcome to it. It's nice to have more people chatting. But thank you for checking. I appreciate that. This is already set up to get me in there. I know that. All he said all he said was that the books were in their place of protection, which, you know, I found the one already. I wish there was a dialogue log for that. Oh, well. 7 is what I needed. No, it was 8. 8 was the key for this message. Let's listen to this again, shall we?
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. It's one of our sons. I suspect Agonar. But I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. I should have known not to have left my library unchecked for so long. I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in the places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access key, remember the tower rotation, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
They are indeed pretty awful. Oh yeah, I can do that, that's right. I remember looking for that. Was it in graphics? No. Interface. Classic video mode. There we go. We'll turn that on. Oh, I have to reload the save? Okay. We'll save. The CG really has been just awful. Faces were definitely not the strong suits for them. Oh, wow.
I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed.
Where did my subtitles go? Options. Interface. Well, dialogue subtitles should still be there. It's just not playing. That's weird.
Find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books.
What it?
Catherine, my love.
Okay, I might have to do the original or the revamped,
It's hard for me to believe.
because there's no subtitles with this. They're not pretty, but I do kind of need the visual clues. Interface. No dialogue subtitles on and classic video mode off. Okay. Load again. Manual save.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. What's happened? It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of us.
I mean, it seems like, from the books that I did read, he's just like abandoning his kids inside one of the ages to hang out with stone people that apparently look like monkeys.
I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in the places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access key,
remember the tower rotation.
Don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Well, here's the question, Jacob. If I watch that history vid, will it spoil future game lore? Or is Dinny somewhere in this game and I'll learn about him? Because if it'll spoil future game lore, then I'll want to put it off until I played more of them. Oh, I will. I'll go back and read them offline. I'm making sure to pause each page as I go through so it loads, so I can read it on YouTube later. I read through 2 books at a decent pace. Okay. I will wait until then. Now, that being said, his clue was remember the tower rotation. Yeah, but you like my nerdy ass. Is that the tower rotation that he's speaking of? Because it did give me a code of 724. Now, where could I enter the numbers? Was it in here? Well, I can enter numbers, but that's different. And I know there is over here underneath. I already entered the rotation to get in here. I did not know that, no. Maybe here? 7, 2, 4? No, that didn't do anything. Is pissed any good, or is it just a parody for the sake of parody? Oh, there's a safe here. Gotcha. 7, 2, 4. Okay, cool. Opened the safe in the cabin. Got a safe cracker achievement. Ignite. Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. Okay, hold on. Something is obviously opening at the appropriate pressure. I can hear it from here, which means I probably need to do like the generators and just not get it over. Okay, it sounded like something just opened. I'm not sure where. But because that's not moving super fast, it should give me time to look. The sound seemed to come from back here. Here-ish. Over this way. So is there going to be something in here that opens as a result of that? I kind of doubt it if the music is overriding the sound cues. Sorry I lost interaction with the chat. I'm trying to figure out this puzzle all of a sudden. I have gone into locked in mode. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh. Oh. Is this going to go down as well or just up? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, I can close the gate. Okay. Is that gonna work? Oh, I'm releasing the pressure with that. Okay. This is the dumbest elevator. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're getting out and we're gonna turn the pressure on that down. There. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give this elevator a 1 on the elevator scale. Conop asked me to rate them yesterday. This is definitely a 1 out of 10. This is like a 0.5 out of 10. Can't wait. Ooh, this is dark. Come on, drop it more. Faster. Faster. It looks like there might be light coming from below now, hopefully. Here we go. Okay. Yay. And there's another lever here. My goodness. Can this go further down? Probably not. I am curious, but probably not. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to miss the elevator. I was still checking for changes as we went down. Because it is kind of a dumb elevator. Like, I assumed it would have to be a constant pressure, and then a door would be opened pneumatically, and overfilling it with pressure would cause the door to slam shut. So I was being very careful with it. So I'm assuming this is the first stage I was supposed to get into. Because I followed the clue that was just sitting out on the rock. Okay. So there's still no MYST book back. Where was the picture of the bridges? This one. So I'm not really sure why there's a picture of the bridges in here, the future bridge. I'm assuming I'm starting here on them though, so let's have a look as we go. This is interesting. Yes. Because I carried red and blue back from the age that I was in, Selentic. I was kind of assuming you'd have to pick because they were like, oh, one of our sons is evil. Okay. But no, they just let me bring both of them. Which is probably for the best, because if you could only bring one and you decided to alternate pages, I feel like you could just not let either of them out. Oh, okay, so this must be the starting point. Yeah, this will probably be the starting point then. So all of them are just pointing to the right for whatever reason. That's not helpful at all. That's not a clue. All right. Let's see what we can do with this then. This is pretty though. I always liked fireflies. I think they are a very cool creature. Okay, so elevator here. Obviously this isn't going to work because there's no pressure in the system. Okay, that's fine. So let's follow these pipes back. One of them is broken, and that's the one from this way, which means this is the only pipe that's going to be valid. And it looks like... Okay, that's controlling the direction of the gas. So it's saying it's choosing this branch now, I think. Either that or it's saying that's cut off. It might be saying that's cut off. Okay, let's do this. We'll assume that's cut off. And we have to trace this back to the source. Where is this gas coming from? The windmill power over here? Okay. Nice. What was the point of that? So I can temporarily stop the pump if I do this, but not for long. And the water should be flowing through this tube. So it's not a pneumatic elevator, it's a hydraulic one. And I can hear water flowing now, which is good. Okay. So I was right. This is showing which section of the pipe is closed off, not which one is open. This section here is the pathway that's currently in use. Okay. Let's follow this back. Maybe there's something that could theoretically be unlocked if I send water this way. I'm not really sure. That just puts it back into the water. But I don't know why it would do that. I'm kind of curious and want to channel water over here to see if there's something hidden. But let's go look. We'll chase this back more first. Is this just a secondary pump? There's a grinding noise like something is trying to activate. More pipe switches leading back over here. Again into the water. So maybe that means absolutely nothing. I'm still going to try and direct the water to this, though. Just because I'm curious about this one in particular as a switch rather than a pipe. So water will flow that way. Water will flow that way. And then water can flow this way. Alright, let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's a very different sound. Haha, there's a bridge. I knew there was something over here. It looks like it's just a shortcut maybe to that section that broke off. Or what's this? Another pipe. Oh, this is a different elevator. Huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, alright. Hey, neat. Okay, but I will save this one for exploration second, since they wouldn't make this one... At least I don't think they would make that one the primary objective for knowledge gating. That's like the, hey, you explored this first elevator and reached a dead end. Now what? What? Hey, listen, what? Oh. Well, thank you, Navi. I appreciate the advice. Ah! I don't know why I looked. I trusted you. Because it's like Atros and... Okay, so there's something else to get in here that I haven't figured out yet. Maybe I have to press a button at the top? Okay. Let's redirect water this way, because this will be important for now. And then I think I have to go over here. This was the first elevator, yeah. Just like my ex-girlfriend. Do I need to close the door first? I do, okay. See, this elevator's alright. This one is smooth, it's fast, it's not loud. I give this one like a 6. Okay, let's see here. Eventually, I will see it and hope it will be cool. I'm sure it'll live up to all the high expectations I'd have. I'm just gonna say this. I do have Final Fantasy VII on Steam and like the PS1 hard copy too, so I played that. And I still remember that stupid scene in the Shinra building where you're just going up and up and up stairs if you chose to do that. And it's like 15 scenes of stairs, and that was all it is. So I think even the worst elevator is better than the best stairs. Oh, yeah, that was hard. Some of those timing mini games where you're just running on instinct rather than any actual cue were just the worst. I would like to play Final Fantasy VII on stream at some point, because I've had it on Steam for probably like a good 2 or 3 years now and just haven't even started it up. If they have another good sale, I'm thinking Final Fantasy VIII as well. That's interesting. I mean, they were nicer quality models. Oh, I thought this was a child for a second. I was like, what the hell is this? Okay, so this was a relay to open that door. And that door is next to the pipe. So I guess I'd have to go in, close it, and then bring it down, and it'd be a shortcut? Maybe? Maybe. Let's go left first, because that one seems clearly wrong. And I am the type of psychopath that will go the wrong way just to make sure I don't miss anything. Although one could argue that's just being a gamer, not necessarily a psychopath. We have been trained to find the secrets at the dead ends. Just like that one meme I talked about a couple weeks ago with the kid asking his dad why he always runs left into the screen, and he says, because one time a developer hid something here and now I'm cursed to do it forever. Who doesn't want to check every waterfall hoping there's a hidden cave behind it? Hidden caves behind waterfall are a cool idea. They should be used all the time, not rarely. Okay. Wait, is there a button in here? There's a lever. Yep. And let's not forget, thanks to A Link to the Past, you swish every curtain. Swishing curtains is important as well. If they let you do it, you gotta do it. Oh, did you not? Well, yeah, that's part of the progression in the very first castle. Because remember, after you rescue Zelda, you have to go up to the throne room, and you have to swish the curtains open to find your way through. You swipe at them with your sword, and then they open up. That's a doorway you have to go through. Okay, apparently you did not know you could swish curtains. And yes, you swish all of the curtains after that. There aren't many, but it's habitual to swish them all. Anytime there's something that can be interacted with, I'm like, must interact. My viewfinder playthrough was very much like that. I don't know if you watched any of it, but yeah, I'm just in there like, I wonder how many batteries I can make just because I can make extra batteries. Oh, that was an achievement, make the maximum number of batteries. The devs understood my gamer instincts well. Let's see here. What a weird looking spoon. Hey, cookies! I want a cookie. Give me a cookie. Why does this one not have a label? I don't know. Can't light torch. Hey, look. Part of the clue to get into the Salentic Age that I already did. Red page. Really? It's talking about access to the switches on the island? Well, I'll figure it out. I won't stop gathering clues. That's why I took a picture of it. Well, it's good to know. Thank you for letting me know. If you stick around to watch for a while, you will find very quickly that I am meticulous and overly curious. So even though I had already seen that, I took a picture of it in case I found the other half. Just in case. And there are lots of times that has served me well. Outer Wilds was an excellent... That face threw me off. Yeah, I especially in Outer Wilds, there were times where I was like, well, I know what to do, but I'm gonna go check this other interim thing just because I can. And then it turns out other interim thing had a very vital piece of information that I would have needed. So the fudge? I'm very meticulous about my clues. I don't let things go just because I think I might not need them. Better to have and not need than not have and do need. Which, thank you for sticking around so long, by the way. I appreciate you being here. I realize your chattering with Jacob was probably a big part of that. It's nice having people to geek out with. I like to imagine they just told this guy make random sounds and we'll call it a language. Okay, so it's not those, it's just the button. That's interesting.
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear brother.
Neat.
What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? Remember, he is preparing. Take only one page, my dear brother.
See, I trust this guy in the red book more than I trust the psychopath in the blue book. I feel like the guy in the red book is not the evil son. I feel like he's just clever, and because of the facial hair, he's misunderstood. And it's like, oh, the pathetic panicky one is the one we must save. No, no, no. I think the pathetic panicky one is a psychopath.
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear brother.
Okay.
What a very interesting device you have.
So that thing looks like a mouth, so... I will take your word for it. I am a believer in counter tropes. So, like, a lot of times in media, the innocent one is portrayed as the good one, or like the pathetic one is portrayed as good. But I feel like usually it's the intelligent, well-groomed people portrayed as the villains that have the best points. And it's very logical, and the protagonists are just complete idiots ruining things for no good reason. And we're like, oh, we'll side with the pathetic guy. And then something really bad happens because we didn't have all the information. I mean, maybe. I'm just saying, it's usually, they have a good point. Not saying they're right, but they have a good point. Okay, so there's nothing I can, like, pick up and bring over. I got the red page already. There's a dagger here, but I can't pick it up. I can't grab a cookie, but I really want a cookie now. So I might have to bring something else over here, maybe? It's the only thing I can really think of, because I've activated that device with every one of those activated, and it just has you closing it like it's supposed to take something in. It looks like a garbage disposal, maybe? Is there some sort of pipe that we can see leading down is a good question. No, which means it might be something contained inside that device. So let me look at the bottom. Is there anything, a button I can push? No, okay. And there's nothing with these face masks. At least as far as I can tell. Okay. We're gonna go explore that other building then. Yeah, see, they must have done this so that you could get back up here quickly. It's a shortcut back to the top. So let's follow it past the broken bridge to the other building and see what's there. Because there might be something to interact with that needs to be brought here. Or at least the other half of that paper. If we go this way, and then I think I have to, oh no, that was the right way. That way, I think. No, this is to the broken bridge, okay. Was that the way up that I came the first time? No, I haven't been over here yet. So then what the heck was the point of this? That looks like an elevator up top. Okay. Water is now flowing through this pipe that I connected earlier. So let's head across that bridge. Can I get across that bridge is a good question. Like, did it stay raised? It did. Okay, good. I was worried without the water pressure it would sink back in. But I guess it's not everything is physics. Okay. I don't know if you've played it, Jacob, but Waylord and Conop convinced me to do the Case of the Golden Idol as the next sub-goal. Is that just the way back? I think that's just the way back, so I need to find a blue page still. And it's apparently a really interesting murder mystery where you're gathering all the information from nothing again. They both seem to really like it, so I was like, sure, we'll make that. Yeah, it looks unsettling. I'm not sure what to make of it. But, I mean, worst case scenario, we try it on stream, and if I'm too creeped out by it, or it's not for me, we'll just refund it, get something else instead. As long as I haven't played for more than 2 hours, that's okay. Steam is very good about that, thankfully. Also, Vale, when you say you could only hold one page, does that mean you could only grab one and go back to the main and come back for the other one? Okay, so you could still free both of them. I thought, by the way you were talking about it, it was you had to choose which of the brothers you freed from the books. And if you didn't grab all of the consecutive pages, you wouldn't be able to free them at all. Why is this one down here? Oh, definitely the dude in the red book. He seems like the sane one. He might be slightly malicious and sarcastic and snarky, but he seems like the sane one. Yeah. Blue Dude is unstable. He absolutely is the one that burned down the library. I'm just calling it now. He's like, ha ha ha! Father loves me now! Ha ha ha! Even if we discover that's not necessarily true, in my headcanon, I'm pretty sure that's real. I'm pretty sure that's the reality of it. Okay, so that did nothing. Let's send you back this way. I did my best impression of a unstable psychotic voice. The coughing doesn't let me do much more than that. I hope it was acceptable. Okay, already did that one. I must be missing something. Can I, like, stop or reverse the flow of water with this button? Oh, you know what? I bet if I just turn this off, some of these will lower because there's no more water pressure going through. Like, I know that won't go up, but there was over on the other side a weight that was like suspended in the air. This one. So this pipe leads up. This doesn't do anything. Okay. And to get there, we have to go across that bridge. There's no way up there, though. Which means maybe that's the end point, not the start. So there must be a way to bring that elevator down. Unless that was the one I rode up in the first place, which is possible. Yeah, that might be the one that I rode up. And this elevator over here, or these stairs over here, are the other way up. Which doesn't really make a lot of sense, because the pipes on none of the other elevators lead up. At least... oh, they do. Never mind. Okay. In that case, let's realign these pipes. And I still want to know why this stops. Like, what is this even here for? There was a picture of something that I took here. I must have deleted that picture of it. Oh well. So I can't get out back here. It's just a window pumping this through. And it just disconnects that. Okay. We're going to act as if that has no importance right now. It might later, but I don't have enough information to understand what it'll do, so we'll pretend it doesn't. Now this leads me up into the jaws of death. So maybe I missed a turn-off up here. I do have this picture of the bridges, the future planned bridges. Not that one. Now the question is, are these the bridges between the trees, or are they the bridges down at water level? Because it's not really saying which is which. And I'm assuming these are meant to be water pipes, but no, this must be up above, because these are the solid houses. Why are there little green dashes to the side, though? That's a good question. So there's 5 houses on this level, I think. Or there should be. If we're looking here, I know that door opened from the switch that I pulled on that side. So that let me get up and down. That was the shortcut. This elevator takes me up to the destroyed zone up there, or the destroyer zone. So is this entire section just a conduit to get up to the upper level? Or is there something here? That's a good question. This house is aligned that way. this house is aligned that way. Okay. I want to find kind of the starting point of this diagram and see if there's anything important I can do with that. Oh, you know what? There is now, since I have that shortcut up, I can lower this initial elevator back down. This one. Which I think should correspond to this section of the diagram. We're starting here, house, round, round, house. And then are these not completed or are they already done is the good question. Oh no, okay, so this is where I'm starting. Okay. So that's the connection point. So this must represent that spiral staircase and showing me how to get to the lever. Okay. Yeah, because this is the dead end to the left over there. Okay, so it's a path map, but I already found my way through. Let's lower this down first. If I can. I think I should be able to. Nope, no water. I'll have to reconfigure it again. But for now, we'll go up this way for the first house. Into the second. These are more like storage rooms than houses, come to think of it. I should probably change my nomenclature when I speak about them. Okay, so if I turned right, that would take me to the switch, which I've already done, but I'm going to look anyway. Just to make sure. Yeah, okay. So I did do this. This is the switch over there. Leave you open. At least I'm confirming my hypothesis. I will treat that as a success. No, it's the wrong map. Ba-dum-bum. So I just managed to get there. I'm back in this building. So turn right again, and then there's some dead ends to the left I didn't investigate, as well as what looks like more offshoots prepped to be built that way. Let's check. So the turned right, and then we go left at this central pillar here. And this is a dead end. To a degree, like I can't do advanced things, but if I was doing basic algebra, I could. Why, what's up? Unless you're dropping me a very subtle hint, and I'm not sure why. I'm not actually sure, to be honest. I haven't exactly played with them. Are you asking that because it seems like it's something I'd be good at? Or because this is a subtle hint? Okay. Well, just double checking. Because I've... Alright. I mean, if you want to, I won't turn it down. And I know you guys like to see me suffer through puzzles. And I say suffer like I don't like them, but I do. You guys just enjoy my suffering, I think. Okay, so I have missed absolutely nothing in this bridge section. I have checked every corner, and there is nothing new or unusual here. Let's have one more look up top. Oh, actually, I was going to go lower that elevator first, since I'm already here. I don't think it'll actually do anything, but I'm going to try. Just in case. Actually, if you're talking about logic and matrix puzzles, I do have one called Opus Magnum that I kind of liked. It was a sort of technology puzzle-based simulator around alchemy, but it's not really alchemy. It's just, hey, achieve this result using the available machines and symbols. Which is cool. It's just not really my favorite type because you're constantly competing against yourself and other players to get the best possible solution. Which is interesting, but it's frustrating for me and gets old pretty fast because I'll always think there's a better way, even if there is never a better way. I'll just tie with other people and be like, well, this is dumb. I don't really like the community-based competitions, I guess you could call them. Okay, so I brought this one back down. I don't think that actually has a point to play in anything, but I'm going to try. And this just returns water to the elevator home. Oh! Sorry, that had nothing to do with the puzzle or me solving anything. But I am suddenly reminded of the fact that I was kind of exposed to this concept of MYST earlier. There was a mod pack for Minecraft for a while I was using that lets you create like enchanted books like this. So you could have your own separate dimensions and worlds. And you'd go into books and you'd have to craft return books. And I completely forgot about it until just now. I think it was actually called Mystcraft. Yeah. I don't know how I didn't put the two together before. That was a cool mod pack. Or a cool mod, I should say. The mod pack was the other parts around it. While that'd be pretty cool, I don't think I would use it much because I hop around from mod pack to mod pack until I find something interesting. The server that I stayed on the longest was a GregTech server because I got to just grind and grind at it for hours. I still like it. I go back to it every once in a while. Actually, one of the first series that I started streaming, and actually the first series that I started uploading to YouTube was a Minecraft game. Oh yeah, I used CurseForge a lot. CurseForge? It's not CurseForge, what is it? Yeah, CurseForge. I use CurseForge a lot, but like I said, I just go in and I find various interesting things that I might like to try out. They actually had, in an older version, a pack that I can't find anymore, but it was basically Subnautica, but without the Leviathans. So the whole world was underwater, and you had to craft your sea moth. There was an ice world, or an ice dimension you could get to. You had to build the portal to it. You had to unlock and create space underground as your bases. It was really interesting. I cannot find it anymore. I have looked. But they did a really good job with it. I spent quite a bit of time in there. And before I had you guys to hang out with, I didn't really have an idea of what would stick for stream. So I was just trying out anything and everything, including the solo leveling mod pack that I was playing at first. I think one guy at least subscribed to me on YouTube specifically for that mod pack, because I checked out what he plays and uploads, and sure enough, it was solo leveling and Minecraft, just not together. Okay, have I missed something in here? Like, all I got was this single page. And a few doors that I can open, plus the red page itself. few drawers I can open, I mean. But it's not as though... It's not as though I can grab anything from here, right? Like, there is a dagger, but I can't interact with it. It just closes the door, closes the drawer. And I did find this bottle that doesn't have a label on it, and I thought maybe that could be something, but also no. I can't, like, pick up and carry anything in my hands. It's not that kind of game. And I know that. But then why does it give me those giant chompers in the other room? Also, why am I hearing wind? All of a sudden. Like, I know I'm in the trees, but that's different. Maybe I was just talking through it last time? Is there a way to break this? No. Is there anything out here? Oh look, there's a gate. Okay. So I've opened the gate, which is a shortcut that I don't have to go through there. So is there something I can interact with here that would maybe lock that door and require me to go through there? Like, I'm not seeing any water pipes to activate this thing. So there's no hydraulics involved as far as I can tell. It should be purely pressure-based. So it's not like I can interact with that down at the water level. There's a bunch of tools for woodworking and stuff. Looks like he was building something in here. And I can't do anything except for push these buttons, right?
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear brother. What a very interesting device you have.
So he may actually be talking about this device.
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear brother. What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? Remember, he is preparing. Take only one page, my dear brother.
I don't really know if there's anything else I can do here. It doesn't seem like it, but I assume there would be a blue page in this age. Oh well. Well, let's go back to the main area. I think I have exhausted my options here for now. And I'm not going to continue ramming my head if I don't have clues to progress. Maybe he'll tell me something once I give him this page, like, oh, you have to press the buttons in this order to unlock the secret. And it'll just, like, pop open the lower compartment and I can grab a new page or something. That's the wrong way. This way. Okie dokie. Have fun. Oh, Jacob, hold on before you go. Sorry. You said Stay Frosty. Is that a reference to Reboot? Because I have the Reboot game on my PlayStation, on my PSX. I don't know if you were referencing that or not. It is awful, but I love it. If not, then that's okay. Go have fun. Do your meeting preparation. I'll be here when you're back. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess he's in... Where'd I find the blue page? Where did I find the blue page? Huh. Okay.
Have returned. Additional page. From my prison on this forgotten island of MYST. I see that you are. I am called Sirius. And you are the red pages I must search. Bring me. Two more of the red. And I am released. I promise. One, don't touch the blue pages. It's where my brother, wicked brother, he is a man of distorted mind senses.
Okay, you and I have come to the same conclusion.
Do not release me. Thirst for destruction is none. Never ending.
Okay.
You're back. Blue pages you brought for me. Oh, I must have some more. I ask of you. No. Since my brother, Sirius, wrongfully imprisoned me within this book. Stupid scheme. Pretty speech has been. Read which is endless. Be perfectly obvious to you. Evil enemies destroyed all but 4. Now bring the red pages to him.
Yeah, no, I absolutely trust Red Guy more. So there are still things I haven't figured out. So I know there's this console behind the fireplace here, and it corresponds to these constellation buttons out here. But there doesn't seem to be a particular reason to activate them other than to indicate that's what they are. Because it's not a sound clue. There's nothing in particular to indicate that the code should be entered in any particular order. At least not yet. There is this sunken ship. But there was, I've noticed, I think, a theme to the covers of the books. Like this one that we were just in. No, that was the lighthouse. This one was the windmill. The lighthouse is the one that has something to do with that. I was already here. So what's this one? This one is the gears. So I think it might have something to do with the ship. Or like that hidden dock that I found. So these seem to be levers. No, those aren't levers. It's saying track slope, but this is definitely a power wave. And that's part of the rotating fortress mechanism, but I don't have any way to get in there yet. Insignia of the black ship is a cross and a moon, or like a dagger and a moon. The mechanical age. Because I've seen this one, and this one, it's got all these codes, but it's got like 50 plus codes in here. And I don't know why. Unless it's not a matter of entering the sequence of codes, but it might be potentially just the number of large... Wow, there's a lot of these. It might potentially just be the large stars in the constellation as a single code that I have to enter. Why did they program so many of these? What the heck? Also, why can't I scroll through pages with the scroll wheel? This is dumb. Let's try that. So I've got... Well, I mean, I kind of get that. I just... They programmed a lot of them. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So it looks like 23 total. Maybe we'll try that. Because I'm kind of short on clues for anything else. I'm going to leave this for now and have another look, because there must be something else I can do. Like, there's this clock tower that I haven't even touched it yet. I know there is something here, but I don't know what. So there's these dials, yes. But I don't have any information about where the dials are supposed to be placed. Unless that's what was in the mechanical book, but I don't think so. And they're still down here. This mini dock, whatever it is. And I haven't found anything about these switches yet either. In fact, I just kind of stumbled across the fact that I could even do this. What was the other thing with this golden... Okay, so that was for the first world. 59 volts was for the generator. That was the key, yes. There wasn't anything inside of this ship. I'll reset the generators though, because they probably don't have any other bearing on the game. I had the code still input from earlier, so I should be able to turn it back on just by switching this. At least I hope so. Suddenly I don't hear it on. Oh yeah, it's not on. Okay. Oh, I blew it. Dang. Must have been just those two. Yep. That's okay. It'll still work. The fact that these lights are out here is still going to drive me nuts. Because there's no significant correlation so far as to why they're here. Like, the height of the pillars doesn't seem to have anything to do with it. There's nothing to indicate a number or an order on the boxes. They're just there. So I'm not quite sure how to progress in there yet. And I think that's the next world I have to get to. Because it's this one, and then it's the... probably in the clock towers, the mechanical world. But, like, even if I go into here... There's no clues anywhere. It's just the entrance to that world. Let me break out of this rut for a second. So, I've already examined everything over here pretty thoroughly, but I haven't really looked at the dock again for a while. Because there's that big ship sunk in the water, and there's gears over on the far side here. And I can't imagine these are unrelated, which means there must be some sort of clue or some access point, something I'm missing. I'm not seeing like a way to climb or interact. None of these are interactable either. These gears should engage somehow. I'm not sure how, but they should. Even though they don't interlock. There's no switches, there's no levers. There's nothing I can do with this path. There is still this weird grave over here. But I can't really interact with this grave in any way. I'm not sure what it's here for. Has that gone up? I'm guessing it's gone up. Yep, hi gone up. Welcome back. What an entrance. I feel like there's part of the island I haven't seen too, because there should be another marker switch for this building itself, and I have no idea where that marker switch is. But I could only count 7 of them, and this one is already on. And this I don't think does anything else. It doesn't lock to anything else over here. Does it? It does. It locks to one more thing. Okay. Let's go have a look in here then. I don't know if it'll be anything, but we can check. Oh, this is new. Okay, this is a new clue. Wrong button. So that's the gears for the gear world. Does that mean that... Oh! This is an alignment cipher. That's what this tower is. So it's showing me the gears that are inactive to take me to the mechanical world. And it's giving me the clue to access it here. That's why it's a key. Okay. In that case, it should also align with the ship, which is inactive, but should show me some sort of information about it. At least that's the theory I'm going to go with, and we're going to go have a look. Yep, there's the ship. Man, sometimes I am just too good, and I am saying that in the most sarcastic way possible. Completed 2 worlds and didn't really understand how the stupid cipher worked. Okay, so this is not for that one. This is for that, this is for that high-tech building right next to this. That one. When really it's supposed to be... for the ship, I think. But that does mean that I probably have access to at least one more if I turn the dial carefully. One, two, three. Huh. Doesn't seem to be. Because if I'm looking at my pictures... "724" was the code to access the wood. The one I just came from. That's to access the rocket world. So this must be for the clock tower, the mechanical world, and then this is for the futuristic one. So where's the stone world? Like, how do I get into that? I understand that the code goes into the back of this, but I still don't know what code to enter. I don't have enough information for that. Although, and here's the thing, they only need 2 more pages. At least this dude, Cirrus, said that he only needed 2 more pages, so I'm assuming this guy does as well. Akinar, I think his name is. Which means if I do these 2 worlds, I might discover the way into this one, which the boys seem to have taken a real liking to. At least I'm assuming. Unless the idea is I need to disable this marker and then I can get a better lock on the ship. Because there's nothing out here. Maybe. I'll have a look. I think I already checked that one though, and I think that was the dates. So we'll try this in two ways. First we'll check this way, and then I'll inverse it. I'll go disable the one near the ship and enable the one right next to me, and we'll see if I get a different lock on target. Okay, so same lock on target there. And there's nothing like back behind that I've missed? I don't think so, no. Okay. Door out, please. So let's enable this one, and we'll disable this one, and we'll see if I can get a lock. Yeah, turn this one off. I don't think so, but I can't really imagine why else I would need it here. Not those. See, it's not locking onto this at all. So maybe that's what this other shred of a clue is for. This one that I took a picture of in here. The vault access on the island of MYST. If I find the other half of this page, it might be instructions for whatever the last thing is. Okay. In that case, we will ignore this, and we're going to go, let's say, to the mechanical world first. This seems like fun. 240. I wonder how many of the new generation of kids this would mess up because they don't know how to interact with a clock. Like, analog clocks are super cool, but the digital age has wrecked a lot of kids. Oh, there's one more marker out here. Okay, we're gonna go check that before I do anything else then. Are these all activated? That one. And this one, is this one activated? It is not. I'm gonna have everything activated and go back to the map. Let's see if anything has changed with that. No, nothing changed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I think I'm mostly done with this for now. And the other part of this clue was not that one, this one? 221. So, oh, here we go. Oh, it's one of these. Will that reset it? Yeah. Okay. Let's do this one first. 1, 2. Nope. I'm still 1 off. So let me do this one. Still off. Why won't you let me rotate that? Okay. I guess we'll need to reset. Oh, I bet there's only a certain amount of tension on this wire. Okay, okay. So I need to offset this upper section enough that when I rotate this, it can still be cycled through, I guess. I guess if I was talking about it in terms of factors, then the middle gear has to rotate twice as many times as the outer two. So I'm thinking 6 times if I have 6 in me? Or in the machine? So if I go... That just reset it, okay? That didn't do anything. Let me struggle with it a little bit more first, and if I need a hint, I will be sure to ask. Is there anything around here that could give me an extra clue? No. There's gears in here. Yeah, 221. I picked them up earlier. It's the picture here. That's how I got into the tower too. I just need to think about how to rotate this because I can only rotate... Let's see how many rotations I actually have first. 1, 2, 3. Oh! What the hell? I can rotate that individually? Okay. That's interesting. Well, I got it. Thank you for the hint. I try a lot of things until I'm ramming my head against the wall hard enough that something rattles loose. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. Oops. Okay. 1. And then we'll do this. And this. 2, 2, 1. Hooray! I did the thing. Okay, I hear humming from inside, but I don't see what's going on. Maybe I press the button now? Okay, closing the door didn't do anything. I like the sounds, but I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Has anything else changed here? Like, obviously I did something right, but I would expect it to be closer. Like another elevator, because this game loves its elevators. And this pulley system probably has something to do with it, which would mean up, across, down. That's the release lever, the retry lever. That's all just gears on the clock. So then there must be something underground or under the water. Like, something is clearly changed. This is not it. Hold on, I gotta try this real quick. Because all of a sudden I'm thinking maybe this little picture next to this shows where that elevator is. It might be moving and I totally missed that. No, it just shows you what that is. Okay, never mind. This should still be humming. I don't think that changed anything. Is there something down here? Because I hear like rattling. And it's the only way to really get underground here as far as I know. Nope, not in the generator room. This didn't do anything. Is it maybe down here? Because this was another aspect of things. No. Okay. So not there. If you stick around to watch a little longer, Vale, you'll find this is a major problem for me. I can solve the puzzles, but finding the starting line to get to the puzzles is a major pain in the ass. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. So this did do something neat. Alright. Actually, you know what? It's been almost 2.5 hours of MYST for today. I might call it here just so that it's a little bit more manageable to upload to YouTube. And I will take an approach at this with fresh eyes. What's tomorrow? Saturday? Probably tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. I might still be back for some Dave the Diver or Subnautica in about an hour. I just want to take a little break, maybe get some food and a coffee. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a good time later. So thank you very much for watching. Conup, I appreciate you joining. I'm sorry I started early on you today. And I will see you all next time, hopefully. Probably back in an hour, because I'd like to play some more Subnautica. It's nice to just be afraid instead of thinking. Alright, let's save. Make sure I do this on camera so I can't forget. Alright. See you soon.